postseasons. 15-year career for JJ. And we talked about the coaches, especially Coach McMillan and Coach Brooks alongside of him. Good Euro step that time, but Bronny was there to help deny, but they follow and score. James, and only one other player has ever played 22 seasons, and that's Vince Carter. This is year number 22. James leans in, and the rebound's going to be taken by, of course, speaking of 5 years, Lakers 5 years removed from their championship. Bronny James does not draw iron. And here's Dillingham, who has been impressive. 5-on-4 the other way as Russell is late getting back. Little start-stop, that's good change of pace, but James was there.
That's a good recovery by Bronny. He got semi-picked, but he kept hustling to the player.
Yeah, and it results in a three at the other end. Good play by Bronny.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Mentioned that Reeves is in the game. Hood-Schifino will be in a moment also. Rui trying to create some space. James, three. Just couldn't knock that down with any kind of regularity in the summertime. The AC/DC shirt. Christian Wood, of course, missing a lot of size, and somebody who can fire it also.
Doing whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Kelly. Bronny James. Bounce, good feed. Great feed that time.
That was two good passes. First one by Bronny, the next one by
Williams. And the slam dunk by Kyler Kelly.
Bronny at the pinch post comes up, hesitates, and nice little bounce, and then Hood-Schifino returns the favor and gets the Lakers an easy deuce.
Kyler Kelly, the 7th. Everybody wants Bronny to shoot. Listen to the crowd. Shoot it, Bronny. It's going to be short. Weeks of full of work in. Practice, Garza.
Good box out by Hood-Schifino.
Allowing Bronny to get control of it. Yeah, Bronny will get the rebound, but Hood-Schifino did the hard work. Here comes Bronny, and he can't finish it. Again, James has gone scoreless. He's 0 for 5 tonight.
It's his first time on force. There it is.
So Bronny electrifies and delights this crowd with his first basket in the preseason as he hits it underneath.
They're ready to go home now.
.com arena. Let's take that Bronny basket again.
Second look at the first score by Bronny as he takes it with the left through a couple of defenders. Good read, good finish.
You know, and again, everybody waiting for the moment when they play together. And, you know, the question is, you know, will it happen in the preseason, or will that magical moment be?
Hear me out though, nigga. You better feel me, nigga.
Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, or are there some young guys that we're not giving enough credit to?
Nice pocket pass, Holiday to Cornette.
He's got to make shots.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope to Orlando, 3 years, $66 million. Second year in a row that they've lost a key contributor.
Curb it a little bit, and then the game will get back to normal and like habits will be formed. But right now, there've been a lot of off-ball pushes.
Good luck to Christian Brown in this match.
I mean, maybe if he was this tan, he'd get more love from the media.
Celtics throw it away, a little 2-on-1. See Joe Mazzulla now stamped as an NBA champion as he enters year 3 at the helm of the Boston Celtics. And it's amazing how it definitely is more convincing when you say you're happy for him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I am happy for him. So I just want to be clear before.
Ooh, Russ.
Is this like a new Russell Westbrook here?
Spot up shooter. Shaped sometimes like a sliding doors moment like that.
For sure.
It changes everything. Here's White.
And everyone thinks it's at the end of a game.
Steph hadn't even really been shooting it that well until the fourth quarter explosion.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of things. There's a shot that you were talking about.
Gonzaga Bulldog on their roster now. Anton Watson, 2nd-round pick this year. But Denver's excited about Strother. Maybe it's more by necessity than anything, but they expect him to be good. Adding some much-needed depth for the Nuggets. Are they still your favorites in the West?
I think I would pick Oklahoma City as a better team, but
expect Jaylen Brown to make an all-defense team this year.
Yeah, I mean, that narrative has to be talked about early.
Nice cut. Brown rocks the rim.
It's a great drive. Backdoor cut. Good read.
You have to go back to the dentist. 5 to shoot. Westbrook puts his shoulder into him. Sprays it out. Chanchar for 3.
And dry, it's really not that hot.
Our man Eddie House knows all about that. It's a dry heat out there in Phoenix. There's Tatum and Steph Curry, and I think Devin Booker played golf together, and I'm thinking they must have been out there at like 6 a.m. Because if you're out there in the middle of the day, it's way too hot. Pritchard for 3.
Milan, right? Well, it's got to be more than that. I remember Russia back in the day. And what would be the other one? So if Taj Gibson sticks in the league, he's still a teammate. James Johnson, if he's in the league, he's a teammate. And Jimmy Butler. Right. Those were tough.
Lost that overtime game in Minnesota. They took the Celtics to overtime in Boston.
What do you do? You have to deal with Jokic, and late in the game, you have to deal with that two-man game.
Pritchard tries again. Hits again. JB takes the 3 over Jokic. Gets his own offensive rebound. Tatum tries it. Knocks it down.
30% better. And you end up becoming that because of an elite player like that.
Brown never saw the pass coming. Porter in transition with a two-hand stuff. Pritchard with 14 points. He's made 4 threes. Last year in the preseason, he was tied for the league lead with 17 made threes. Malik Beasley put the biscuit in the basket. It's a matter of whether he can do it efficiently off the bench for them. White, nice feed. Pritchard, another good one. Extra pass out to Tillman, who splashes a corner 3. $1:30 to play here in the second quarter. Pritchard is the leading scorer. Leaves it for Tatum. Cash. Denver and Minnesota last year were in that race for the 1 seed. Oklahoma City ended up getting it with the same record as the Nuggets as Jokic drops it in.
The starters, and then they'll run it back in a couple days.
Westbrook kicks it out. Hunter Tyson for 3. That's good. And the Nuggets.
Pick and roll, drop coverage, things like that. Those are things that he's going to have to focus on. And once again, it's really hard to crack this lineup.
Strother, a tough finish. Hauser. Springer grabs the rebound. Hauser tees it up again, and this time he cashes out on the floor defending Jordan. And Tillman switched down onto Westbrook, tries to use the athleticism, and DeAndre Jordan turns back the clock. Is it 2010 Russell Westbrook to DeAndre Jordan? Yeah, when he hit the 3 against Denver on the road and he was smiling on his way back down the floor, that was one of the coolest moments of the entire season. Westbrook tries another. That time he knocks it down. Really sick. Walsh left alone, makes a pay. Really good sign.
Yeah, reads and then knocks down the 3.
Yeah, shooting off the hesitation almost throws you out of your rhythm.
Yeah,
right?
That was really good. You could probably argue good job defensively, not coming out.
Played a decent amount in the first half. You see 24 out there. That's Jalen Pickett, former Penn State Nittany Lion. Pritchard for 3. A lot of room for Hauser on the dribble drive. He leaves it for Luke.
And he puts it together. So there's a lot of good teams, but that's kind of how I look at that group right now. And I think the Knicks are going to be really good if they can stay healthy. And it's not because of Karl-Anthony Towns.
2 regular season matchups, both tight down the stretch. Nuggets won both. Davison splashes a 3. 1 and done. Now trying to stick in the NBA. Pickett answers. We gotta ask him about
that. Can we get that? Like real sound would be amazing.
Shireman missed the layup. Walsh has it.
There you go.
And a 2-hand jam. Athleticism never are in the air. Peterson snared the pass intended for Davison. Goes into his bag, gets the shot away, and knocks it in. Good impression in the preseason as he looks to carve out a role, especially in the absence of Kristaps Porzingis. Now Najee shoots over him and scores.
Yeah, you're right. Zeke Najee.
Their names both start with Z.
No, I was like, I should know him.
Walsh. Splash. Packers fan, though. Lonnie Walker missed the 3. Good play by Davison to keep it with the Celtics as we come up on 3 minutes to play. 3-point lead. Peterson knocks it down. Skapintsev spent the last couple of years in the Knicks organization. Got in a couple games last year with the big club. Peterson again. Celtics now 20 for 60 from the promised land. 63 point attempts.
Oh man, Gary Washburn is turning over right now.
Davison floats it. Skapintsev. Jameer Young gives it up, and a hand here in the fourth, working on Alexander. Good hands from Trey Alexander, the rookie. Shot clock is off. Nuggets have the lead as Young goes right to the rack. Point lead. Denver has no timeouts remaining. Need a three to tie. Davison gives the foul. Here goes Davison. Peterson hit him.
Yeah.
And they burn a second before the foul. That should do it. Couple of dagger free throws. Celtics have the ball, and the Celtics have the win.
This shit, I'm so one, nigga. I'm so one, nigga.
Every once in a while. We're ready to get this one underway. Trace Jackson Davis getting the start. The jump goes to the Clippers, and Norman Powell right on cue knocks down the tray to open things up.
Just trying to show Steph Curry that he's got a little bit of something in his offensive bag. Held his spot here and right through.
First time we've seen Steph Curry since the gold medal game. Melton for three, and he knocks it down. First ever basketball game at Intuit Dome. Couple of preseason games before the real opener on October 23rd. Zoo sweeping across the lane. The hook shot is good. Harden pushes. Finds a seam, drives the lane, and lays it in. And James Harden gets his first bucket here this afternoon. Powell with a rebound. Clippers looking to run. Nice feed inside. Better finish by Zoo, and the Clippers look sharp to open up here in the first. His percentage was good last year. Not a high-volume shooter, but has shot the ball well here in the summer. Kuminga showing off that athleticism, lays it in. Harden back to Zoo. Good deflection by Curry, and now the Warriors are off on a power play. Kuminga finishes with a fury at the iron, and it's a timeout for the Clippers.
And did not make the playoffs.
They were the 10th seed out west. That same record a year ago. Nice lob to Jackson Davis. That's it. Dribble handoff to Powell. Man, around Kuminga to the rack. Reverse layup. Oh, what a shot by Terrence Mann. Ty Jones has entered here for the first time as a Clipper. They picked him up late in the year last year. Harden fires a three. Oh, he's done it again. Knocks down the three. Count it and send him to the line. Podziemski. Looney gets it to go. He's played every single minute of his career with the Warriors. I mentioned the quickness. Highland can't convert there. Ahead to Peyton. What a feed by Podziemski. Porter Jr. stripped. Looney finds Anderson, and he takes it to the rack.
And that's the problem when the man out front, that point man.
To Kuminga, picked up by Bones. This is a mismatch in favor of Golden State, but they find Moody all alone inside, and he flushes it in. The basketball game is going to be on a different level, Coach Patello.
I haven't been there as many times as you have. There's your backdoor cut by Curry, set up from the free throw line.
Clippers holding on to a 1-point lead. Melton the other way. Pulls up from the foul line, and a nice touch there over the outstretched fingertips of Ivica Zubac.
Higher than normal. The defender's not ready for it. Here comes this guard against the big guy who has an open look.
Nice shot there by Porter Jr. over Moody by a couple of would-be defenders, and it's Melton that's able to take it away. Plays catch with Curry. The three and root is good. Jalen Brunson signing an extension over the summer and taking a huge pay cut as Norman Powell continues to find the range where the whistle doesn't get it. Arcing pass down court goes to Moody. Curry now picked up by Harden, gets around to the rim and in. Just the second basket. Very far in the playoffs. Warriors recover. Got a deep team here to be very interesting to see how the Warriors develop as the free throw line. It's good. I mean, let him shoot that. Steve Kerr told us that Steph Curry, Draymond Green will not play in the second half. Hart lobs it to Zoo. If there's one thing that I'm taking away from this first half, Hield. Deflection, and Kobe Brown off to the races. Podziemski gives chase, but Brown with the flush. And he reminded everybody a couple of days ago he's never missed the playoffs. Hield knocks it down. Moody juggles, 7 to shoot. Jackson Davis sets the screen for Moody. The three is good. Just 34% from above the arc a year ago. Tough spacing with Jackson Davis on the floor, but Podziemski is able to knock down the runner.
I remember making big shots.
Podziemski back to Moody. Well, his three-point percentage is elevating, Coach Fratello. A lot of opportunities on the defensive side to make an impact in every game they play.
You know, it's all the unknowns as Norm Powell goes to the bucket, finishes with the left hand.
First action here today, inside to Porter Jr., back to the basket, tough shot. Kai Jones up and down like a pogo stick, brings it back outside for Coffey. The three, it's good. The Warriors have the ball coming out of the timeout. You were here in camp a year ago with the Clippers. A short-lived stay with us that year. How was camp this year for you? From where we sat, it looked very good.
With Golden State tonight or this afternoon, what are the problems that this team presents to other teams?
You know, they still got two great players with Steph and.
Have you ever had a coach, an assistant coach like Jeff Van Gundy?
Not really. You know, I think he's been a head coach for a very long time. He's been around the NBA for a very long time, so he knows the game. No, that was great. Now when you play the Olympics, it's always special, but to play them at home and the run we had, and we end up short against the U.S. for sure, but I think we had a close game. Now the country was
to have him back.
Well, was he quick to have that answer ready about Steph Curry?
If you didn't see it, if you look it up, it's tough to watch him.
Well, he does, and that's part of the growth process, to take your game elevated a level each time, and there's a turnover being forced right there, and the opportunity in the break to finish that time, and getting better, getting bigger, getting strong on Amir Coffey right there with the finish.
We'll talk about Jordan Miller as his preseason goes on, and hopefully during the regular season as well. Really cost the Clippers 20 giveaways, 26 Warrior points. Kai Jones pinned beneath the net. Cam Christie for three, knocks it down, had some good showings in Summer League as well. Tough shot for Amir Coffey, and he knocks it. We also want to be a high-volume three-point shooting team, which is why that starting lineup is in question. Who's going to be running shotgun with Steph Curry? Lindy Waters has a beautiful stroke. Shot clock is dark. A deep three for Bones. Darling lays it in. And the Clippers grab a two-point lead here to close out the third. Spencer, the heave ahead of the horn. That'll do it.
Hustle by Golden State going after it.
Ray Dennis out there for the Clippers. Lindy Waters, a deep three. It is good. Again, I mentioned a good shooter.
Trying to get an open look by putting it on the floor and creating a shot.
Rowe into post. Floater is good over Kai Jones. Clippers playing 5. Be in San Diego on Tuesday, the Clippers. Here's Dennis. Dumps it back to Kai Jones. Jones, one dribble, giant strides, hangs, is hit, and hits. Counted out. With all the things that the Clippers, the tools that they have and actually don't have, I thought they really rebounded well from losing a player of Paul George's caliber. Big finish by Knox.
He is the Derrick Jones Jr. that played against us last season in the playoffs, and that's a pretty darn good player.
It's an incredible story. We'll tell it as his preseason and regular season goes on. Knox. Rowe.
Well, they just come flying in from the outside. I mentioned don't normally get a lot of minutes. When they get their chances, they want to show what they can do as well. But if you're going to take a bad shot, you got to make them.
Waters knocks down another three, his third.
He does. He makes threes.
Knox tries to retaliate. No. Gets his own rebound, and the putback is good. Brown drives on post, uses his brawn and lays it in. Kobe Brown puts the Clippers out in front by 2.
But this was the place that all the college seniors would come and try out for their teams.
Chicago is great, but I think this is better. Kobe Brown with a nice drive, another nice drive. The San Diego Clippers, which I love. And then we'll be back on the air on Friday as Lindy Waters hits his 4th three. In the background. Waters, this is for the win. Oh, he put it in! Waters wins it.
They come around me on 2-1, we got the block hot.
Walker set to jump center. New Zealand's in town. Game 1 of the preseason, and we get a first look at Keontae George with the ball in that hand. It was a no-brainer. A unanimous, all 3 voted yes. Continue the relationship with Will. Here's Markkanen, first shot. That's silky smooth. We talk about 3 levels of basketball. There's a mid-range. Sidney Kings last year, born in Melbourne, and he played his college ball at UCLA. Here's Markkanen swinging inside. Takes the bump inside the bucket, and Markkanen at the line for a 3-point opportunity.
2 from 3. Went to school at Davidson. I know a guy who went there and probably the best shooter ever in the NBA, in Steph Curry.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good.
Off the perimeter, no question.
Get 2 brothers into the NBA. Nice strip. John Collins is checked in with that. Put his hand up trying to swat it away, but the ball drops up to the side. Last year, 15 points, 9 rebounds. He was really blistered the offensive boards.
Well, he was put in uncomfortable positions as well. Played some center.
It was relentless with Bronny James on the floor. 3 to shoot. They got the triple from the corner again. That 3-ball.
Real. John Collins misses one from that left corner. Jazz get it back though with a second opportunity.
Beautiful spin. Reverse it. Score it.
Hey, it's so real, Bo. The players are...
At Ohio State. They run it over the top. JC looks at his feet. And quickly the breakers collapse. 2 in the corner. Cody Williams on a drive. He's got a wide open look. And he pounds down 2. Nice move. Nice strong move.
He just wiped off the record books.
Oh, he took you apart.
No, it's still there, but you're happy for him because he's such a dynamic player. You love to watch him go at it. To shoot a free throw.
Clarkson, the rebound. Taylor Hendricks on the floor. There's a beautiful lob. How about Markkanen? Able to run the floor. He sprinted. Celebrates on the sideline.
Yeah, Lowry is just such a good player. And his teammates have to put him in that position to be that player. And that was just a nice look. It's going to be that way all season.
Walker jumps out, swings it inside with a layup by JC. So Clarkson has scored 6 here.
Just past the 9.5-minute mark in this first half of play. Kessler, left hand, slides it off to Markkanen, corner 3. Bang! Markkanen with 13.
Nice big. Makes the difference out there on the floor. Want to see some magic.
New Zealand will go west to east on this U.S. preseason road trip. Jumpers up and good. Soft touch, 5 years, and just under $240 million on that contract. And you know, I think it shows you too the belief the Jazz have with Markkanen. Nice dish. Taylor Hendricks, who's bulked up in the offseason. He told us about 19.
Things come a little easier to them, and that's something you're going to notice and hear from a lot of players who are entering that second year.
You know, T, to follow up Lauren's comment, I'd say it is true. The speed of any game at any level, once you have been there, Jazz have hit 8 of 10 shots in the quarter, make it 8 out of 11, and 6 of those buckets assisted And that missed shot again, T, allowed New Zealand to get by Jackson Cartwright. Keontae slow trots it into front court. 12 on the shot. Beautiful entry pass. That was, no one else could have caught that ball except Collins. Right place, right time for that rebound. Utah is red hot in the second quarter. They've hit 10 of 13. Sexton dials up a three. And there was no doubt. They left his jumper. Keontae across the timeline. Under 2.5 to play in the first half. Walker, yeah, I like it. Trying to push his way, find some space inside, drives, and scores. He made T. Breakers have gone cold, and the Jazz have really warmed up in the second quarter. Keontae stop and pop, triples up, bang.
Second quarter by the Utah Jazz and putting some separation between them and the Breakers.
Cody Williams starts the second half for Will Hardy and the Jazz. Breakers get a little bounce and a bucket. So you blink an eye, you miss it. Williams gives chase, puts a hand up a little late, and he drops it.
He is a guy who can use that speed to create space, stopping the knife quite a bit. But he's going to have to be able to knock down that three from both sides.
You know, there's a couple of things the Jazz are looking for. There's a putback by Walker, but when you speak of Hendricks, Big T.
Race, me and John Stockton had the lowest on the team, and Ricky Green. And it was dangerously low, but you know, we had good trainers and doctors to make sure we were getting what we needed.
There he is, Jackson Cartwright.
But his defensive prowess is going to be so important, trying to disrupt some of the great players in the league.
Sexton fires from the corner. Any doubt? No. And he knew it, just knocking the three ball down.
Yeah, he did. And it was new to him. You talk about the speed of the game. You talk about knowing where to be. You talk about the language of the plays and everything. It's a transition. But
Breakers with the ball, down by 17 as we hit the 4-minute mark in quarter number 3. Speaking of threes, another triple up and in. And Mojave 15 minutes on the floor. Collier, Juzang, same spot.
Yes.
Left side of the floor in his stint. 2.5 left. No look pass, stop and pop jumper, rimming up and in. I think this is one thing Will told us as well. You miss a shot, get back on defense. Space there. Juzang sends a ball.
Some good looking wide open shots, but yeah, that's doing a nice job. 13 turnovers. Well, that's borderline. I want to be better than that, but 20 assists. I like the variety that the Jazz have. Guys who can just grab it and go. You'll see Larry Markkinen do that quite a bit this season as well.
We'll stop and pop from about 16, 17 feet out.
No crazy series. Both teams turning it over, but can't capitalize on the steals.
So fast. Parker, Jackson, Cartwright.
His coaching staff is kind of a trial period too, right? And you want to get guys like Larry Markkinen going. And Juzang with a nice inside bucket that time on a great
77. As we roll up on 8 minutes left, there's a steal. Collier got knocked to the floor, no call. And how about Hendricks? Love it. Hustles back, don't give up on the play. One of Will Hardy's.
Oh, man. My brother was relentless. And his friends on top of that.
I know, huh?
Little crossover, Collier. Juzang, catch and shoot. Beautiful stroke. Johnny Juzang.
Walker stands tall. Grabs his 9th rebound with 8 points, and the Jazz get an easy bucket. Juzang. Off-balance shot, nearly got it to fall. Oh, what a follow! That's that little nasty that Eubanks brings. Tapped out. Sends a ball. Beautiful pass. Eubanks a drop inside. Juzang. That was what you call the bang bang. Lost on that drive inside. Eubanks may have stripped it away. Filipowski from Duke, well coached with the Blue Devils. And right now the Jazz look very. Give me a feel for what you expect on Monday night. It's the Houston Rockets, and they do have. Oh, Johnny Juzang. I'm impressed. He's just.
But 6 guys in double figures says, well, it's well balanced. Beautiful pass.
Beautiful pass. Oh,
beautiful finish.
You know, can I say a little Houdini action?
Yes,
He caught in the corner, throws it away. Inside pass, off the glass for 2. Judges simply got beat on that turnover. Give New Zealand, yeah, they're gonna. Nope, got the ball stripped away. Senzabal won't take the shot, and the Jazz. Opening night preseason, they prevail. They were tied at 29, T, after 1, up 16 at the half.